Do you believe in fairy tales? What happens when the princess doesn't find her Prince Charming? Once upon a time, in a quaint little town, there lived a girl named Lisa. Her father, her champion, her hero, always treated her like a princess. An only child, Lisa was the apple of his eye, a long-awaited blessing that filled their home with joy. Her childhood was filled with love, laughter, and dreams of finding a husband who would mirror her father's love and dependability. Lisa was a young woman of exceptional beauty, intelligence, and ambition. She was a beacon of strength and grace, garnering admiration from those around her. She held a successful career in a higher education, accomplishments she wore with pride. Yet, her heart yearned for something more, a partner to share her life with. She dreamed of a fairy tale romance, of finding a man who would not only match her father's virtues, but also earn his approval. But the path to true love is often a winding one, filled with unexpected turns and challenges. Despite her many attributes, Lisa found herself at the age of 30, without the partner she dreamt of. Her suitors were aplenty, but none seemed to meet her expectations, nor did they seem worthy of her father's approval. From a brief college romance to a long-distance friendship with a foreigner, Lisa's experiences with love were as varied as they were disappointing. Even when an older, divorced man took an interest in her, the vast age gap left her feeling uneasy. As the years passed, the attention from men gradually dwindled, leaving Lisa feeling overlooked, bewildered, and questioning her dreams. She had always imagined a fairy tale ending for herself, but reality seemed to be painting a different picture. Little did Lisa know, her fairy tale was about to take an unexpected turn. Life had a different plan for our princess, a plan that would change her life in ways she never could have imagined. As life unfolded, Lisa's experiences with suitors left her disheartened. Despite her radiant beauty, remarkable intellect, and commendable career, Lisa found herself single at the age of 30. Her suitors were many, but none seemed to measure up to the yardstick of her father's love. One of her early relationships was with a classmate from her college days. He was a bright young man with a promising future. But the connection was fleeting, and the flame of their romance extinguished as quickly as it had ignited. The young man was simply not the Prince Charming Lisa had envisioned. Then there was the foreigner she met online, a man from a distant land with a different culture. Their conversations were intriguing, filled with tales of his exotic homeland. But the vast ocean that separated them proved to be an insurmountable barrier. The physical distance mirrored the emotional disconnect, and Lisa soon realized that a meaningful relationship was out of reach. Next came the divorcee, a man almost 2 decades older than Lisa. He was charming and mature, but the thought of such a significant age gap was unsettling to her. Lisa couldn't shake off the feeling that this relationship was not what she wanted, not what her father would have wanted for her. These experiences, these failed relationships, left Lisa feeling disoriented and alone. She was a princess without a prince, a woman yearning for a love that seemed elusive. The attention she once commanded from men began to wane. She felt like a ship lost at sea, drifting aimlessly with no destination in sight. Yet Lisa was not one to wallow in self-pity. She decided to redirect her energy towards personal growth and self-improvement. She resolved to focus on herself, to explore her own passions, and to cherish the bond she shared with her father. But little did she know, life had a pleasant surprise waiting for her. Despite her best efforts, Lisa found herself alone and confused. But as we will see, this was only the beginning of a new chapter in Lisa's life. A chapter filled with self-discovery, unexpected encounters, and a love she never saw coming. In the face of adversity, Lisa decided to embark on a journey of self-discovery. As the world continued to spin, Lisa chose to pause, to reflect. She recognized that her quest for love had left her feeling overlooked and bewildered. In a moment of clarity, she realized that before she could find love in another, she needed to find love within herself. So, Lisa began to focus on her own growth and self-improvement. She turned her back on societal pressures and shifted her attention inward. She started exploring her passions and interests, unearthing parts of herself she had previously overlooked. This was not about becoming a better version for someone else, but about becoming the best version for herself. Lisa took up new hobbies, diving into the world of painting, hiking, and even learning a new language. Each new experience was like a brushstroke on the canvas of her life, adding depth and color to her existence. She was shaping a life that was uniquely hers, a life that she was proud to live. Travel became her escape, and her teacher. She visited places she had only dreamt of, soaking in new cultures and perspectives. Each journey was an opportunity to learn, not just about the world but also about herself. She discovered her resilience, her adaptability, her curiosity. She was more than just a princess waiting for her prince, she was a woman living her own adventure. Amidst all this, Lisa never forgot the bond she shared with her father. She continued to cherish their relationship, drawing strength from his unconditional love and support. Her father's love was her compass, guiding her through the rough seas of self-exploration. As Lisa journeyed through this process of self-discovery, she found more than just hobbies and experiences. She found confidence, strength, and most importantly, she found happiness within herself. She realized that she was not incomplete without a partner, she was whole, just as she was. Lisa was learning to find happiness within herself. And in this happiness she found the strength to be patient, to wait for a love that would see her, not as a princess in need of saving, but as a queen, capable of ruling her own world. This was her journey, her story, and she was the author. And the best part? She was just getting started. One day a familiar face caught Lisa's eye, changing her life forever. As Lisa sipped her coffee in her favorite cafe, her gaze fell on a face from the past. It was Mark, her childhood friend. The years had transformed Mark into a handsome and compassionate man, his demeanor radiating an aura that was reminiscent of her father's love. Mark and Lisa rekindled their friendship, their conversations flowing as effortlessly as a river. They reminisced about their childhood, shared stories of their journey through life, and laughed about their little escapades. Time seemed to stand still when they were together, and Lisa found herself eagerly looking forward to their meetings. As they spent more time together, Lisa experienced a profound realization. She had been searching for love in the wrong places. It wasn't about the dazzling looks, impressive credentials, or societal status that she had once deemed crucial. It was about finding someone who understood her, who respected her, who made her feel cherished and loved, just as her father did. Mark was no Prince Charming in the conventional sense, nor did he have the impressive accolades that Lisa had once sought in her suitors. But he had a heart full of love, a spirit full of kindness, and a soul full of understanding. He made Lisa feel seen, valued, and loved. With Mark, Lisa found a sense of comfort and companionship that she had never experienced before. Their friendship blossomed into something more profound, something beautiful. Lisa's heart, which had been closed off for so long, now began to beat with a newfound fervor. She found herself falling in love with Mark, not because he met her initial expectations, but because he exceeded them in ways she hadn't even considered. Lisa had found the love she was looking for, in the most unexpected place. She discovered that love wasn't about finding the perfect partner, but about finding the perfect connection. And Mark, her childhood friend, turned out to be the missing piece in her puzzle of love. With her heart open to love, Lisa and Mark's friendship evolved into something more profound. As the days turned into weeks, their bond deepened. They found joy in the simplest of things, shared laughter over a private joke, quiet companionship in the late hours of the night, and the comfort of knowing that they could rely on each other. There was an ease and authenticity in their relationship, a sense of being accepted and loved for who they were, imperfections and all. Mark wasn't the Prince Charming she had envisioned in her dreams, but he was real, and he was there for her. He was the kind of man who would hold her hand during the stormy days, who would respect her ambitions, and who would love her for who she was, not for who he wanted her to be. Lisa discovered a love that was far more beautiful and fulfilling than any fairy tale she had ever dreamt of. It wasn't about grand gestures or societal approval. It was about feeling cherished, understood, and loved, just like her father had loved her. She realized that the key to finding love and happiness wasn't about seeking the perfect partner. It was about embracing herself, understanding her worth, and knowing that true love may come in the most unexpected ways. It was about recognizing that love isn't about meeting someone else's standards, but about finding someone who appreciates you for who you truly are. Her journey taught her that sometimes the love we're searching for is not found in the places we expect, but in the places we least expect. It reminded her that sometimes, love isn't about finding the perfect person, but about seeing an imperfect person perfectly. As Lisa walked hand in hand with Mark, she knew in her heart that this love story was a tale worth cherishing for a lifetime. She found her own fairy tale, not in the way she expected, but in a way that was beautifully perfect for her.